And now, Freelance Heroism presents Bard Company.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Deese.
And I'm Rachel.
But before we even get started, I just want to say thank you out there to all of our patrons, in particular those who donate at the producer tier. Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. So we want to say thank you to Rebecca, Vox of Astora, Nate, Chris Deeds, Chris Sones, Christopher Hildebrand, Breakmeister, and Orient_Tiger. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you so much. You help us make a better show for everyone. We really do appreciate it. Rachel.
Yes.
You've been reading Game of Thrones.
I have.
The series.
Uh-huh.
A Song of Fire and Ice. Ice and Fire.
I'm finally slowly catching up with the rest of the world. Because
Nice.
I think everyone else has probably read this series.
The books are better than the show, in my opinion, by a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started reading. I read the first one a couple years ago because I had to fly home, and I didn't want to bring a bunch of books in my luggage. So I have a Kindle Paperwhite, and I was like, I just want to get like one big book, and so I just have like one thing that I read like the whole time I'm traveling. I don't want to like have to start and stop a bunch of different books.
Yeah.
I was like, what can I read? I'll read Game of Thrones.
There you go.
I got the first one and I read it and I finished it. I think like I started it the day that I left and it was like a week trip, and then I finished it like the day I came back.
Very good.
And then like the next year I read the second book, and then
The next year?
yeah.
Oh.
And then a few months ago I read the third book, and I had originally thought I'll just read like one book a year, and then maybe by the time I've read the 5 books that are out, the 6th book will be out. Because I was very, very hopeful. But I finished the third one a few months ago, and I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and read the 4th book, and I think next month I'll read the 5th book. Because at the pace that I read, like I'll have this book finished within the week.
Yeah.
But they're really good.
I like them.
I'm getting to a point where there are things that are very different from the show, because I did see the show. So I'm interested to see, like, there are certain characters that have died in the books that did not die at this point in the show.
Absolutely. There's some characters who are still alive in the books who are just not dead in the show. There was one in particular where somebody had spoiled the beginning of, I think it was like season 4 or something like that of the show, and they had released a bunch of episodes early.
Mm-hmm.
And HBO was like, please don't watch the 4 episodes that are out now. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. What the hell are you even talking about? Of course I'm gonna watch them now. I'm gonna eat these episodes, right?
Uh-huh.
And so I did, and at the end is a really big thing that didn't happen in the books that happened in the show, and I was like, no. I was one of my favorite characters, and I was like, no.
Oh no.
I was so mad. And I was like, they're just messing with me. And then it was 4 weeks until the next episode. And I was like, they had to have done this intentionally. This had to have been like a joke with the people who made the show. There was like released 4 episodes, and then they'll have to wait a month.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. Anyway. But so far, how are you liking the books?
I like them a lot. There's like new characters that they don't have in the show whatsoever. And there was one I was telling you about, and I was like, I really like her. And then I got a few chapters and I was like, oh, she's bad.
Who was it?
Arion, Martell's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
But when I originally read about her, like, it was just someone else's perspective of her. And I think like the thing that endeared her to me the most was like they commented on how short she was.
Wait, I don't know where you're at.
I have to take this out of the intro. I just finished the chapter where she took.
There's a bunch of kind of B-roll characters
Mhm.
that I'm certain are going, like, they introed them around where you're at now and in the next part of the book, and nothing really happens with them, but I'm assuming that because their world, that part of the world isn't super politically relevant right this second, but will be shortly,
Mhm.
that it's like a seed. He's planting a seed in order
Yeah.
to develop them.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's your favorite character?
She's not my favorite character. I just like her.
Who's your favorite character?
Oh gosh, I really like Brienne.
Yeah.
Right now I'm like most excited when I hit a Brienne chapter.
Every time in the show I have to watch a Bran scene,
Mhm.
I kind of die a little bit. Like, it hurts, right?
I haven't
And
had
it's-
any Bran chapters yet.
Say what?
I haven't gotten into any Bran chapters in this book yet. I don't know what he's been.
Oh, in this book. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, like, you've been skipping the
I
Bran
I
chapters?
skip every Bran chapter.
You need to go back and read those now.
I don't think they're important. I'm just not gonna read them.
They're relevant. They are relevant. But so, like, it's not that I want to clarify, because I don't want to like shit on the actor or anything. I think that the actor is fantastic, and I think that in the show he's still great.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I like him a lot.
Mhm.
But the chapters in the book are so good. Like,
Mhm.
every time in the books, like when I read them and when I would listen to them again when I was drawing, like the audiobooks, right?
Mhm.
They're so good. The Bran chapters. Every time I hear a Bran chapter or a Jaime chapter, I kind of have a heart attack a little bit, like a little skip, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like, instead of beating once where it would normally, my heart would beat once, it beats like a couple times, like in a kind of jazzy rhythm, like a I love those chapters so much.
Mhm.
Anyway, I'm very happy that you're reading it and that you're digging it too.
Yeah, it's really. I don't read a lot of like epic fantasy or like really long series.
Yeah, he said the next one's real good. It's real big. So
Well, maybe it'll be published this year.
I'm not gonna believe it's real until I am at chapter 5. I'm not gonna believe it until I'm a good bit into the book, because there's a part of me that'll start reading it and believe that on the next page the words are gonna end and it's just gonna be him,
a bunch
pictures
of-
of his face in black and white going ha ha ha. Or like I'm gonna get halfway through the book and it'll be like more coming in September.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. You think with COVID you'd have plenty of time?
You would think, right?
I don't want to give him a hard time. That I know how that is, right?
Mhm.
I know how a deadline is for a passion project. It's devastating.
That's true. Well, I read that like when he originally started the series, he thought it was going to be just one book.
Well, I think he said 1, and then as he was writing it, he wanted 3, right?
Yeah.
And then I think he was halfway through his second one when he just had too much to put in. He was like, "Well, we can make 5," and then it was 7. So it was like, I totally understand the guy, because like this universe, he loves it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can't just like, people want him to only do that.
Yeah, that has to be a lot of pressure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel guilty for him at all.
No.
I don't feel bad for him for having a project that people love so much that they
Right.
hate you for the way that you're handling it.
Right.
I mean, that's, if all things considered, the catharsis of being in that moment is probably fantastic.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That feeling of like, oh God, they love me so much they hate me.
Right.
That's gotta feel good. And then
That's-
bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think as an artist, if you can do that to people, that's perfect. That's perfection. If you can make them hate you through loving your work,
Mhm.
that's a whole kind of psychiatrist sit down and think about it. I don't know what this means kind of thing.
That's a little like DMing, I think.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely been times when I've DM'd games. There's been like a twist or something in my game and my players are like, I hate you and I hate this game. I'm going to try to do this to get out of it.
Oh, how great does that feel though, right?
It does. It feels great. to do that.
There's I think, especially nowadays, I think people don't understand how emotions are supposed to work, right? Not all rage or anger is bad, right?
Right.
Sometimes it's a good thing to feel that side of the coin so that you can appreciate the other side of the coin, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, to be so engaged and enthralled in a story to where something can make you mad at that level,
Yeah.
that means that it's great. It's really working for you.
Yeah.
And so,
because, you know, like the opposite of that would be like just apathy.
Yeah, you wouldn't care. I mean, that's, I don't know. I think that's the best compliment you can get. I hate to bring it back to this, but I did a comic one time about Star Trek. About Lieutenant Commander Worf, who was a dog. He was like Worf. And I accidentally, because the comic was unbalanced, so I had to flip a panel one, and I forgot to remove the pips and the comm badge. So they were on the wrong side, on the fake dog commander from the Star Trek comic.
Did people notice that?
One guy really noticed it. He was real mad about it. I think it was him again. I can't remember. They all bleed together, the anger people. But I think he was also mad about me talking about teleporting poop out of people's stomachs directly off into space to save time when in like conflict with like the Romulans or something. And I think he said they had that on Breaking Bad. And I was like, was it exactly like that? Because in my comic, it rains poop on people. And he was like, pretty similar. I'm like, oh, well, I don't know, my bad or something. Right? And he was super mad. Then he wanted to show me the blueprints of the toilets on the Starship Enterprise. I'm pretty certain if I were to go back, he'd still be arguing with me. This was years ago.
You just have a special email folder that all of his emails go to, and you just have not opened it in 5 years.
I don't care what he's doing. I don't know. I'm sure he's very happy whatever he's doing with the blueprints to the Enterprise. You know, for proofing people on the internet. Do you ever have any haters like that? People who are just like really mad about something you made or did?
Not that I know of, but also I don't really put a lot of stuff out in the world, so
I think everyone should have at least one hater.
maybe once I start doing my my book reviews, I'm sure I'll get like some angry nerd boys who are mad about how I interpreted something.
You talk about incel rage. You gotta insulate yourself.
It'll be like, Elminster was not a Mary Sue. He's a very powerful wizard. And we'll be like, he is a Mary Sue with a weird fixation on women's feet.
Rachel dropping hot takes.
Look, I read one book that had Elminster in it, and he commented on women's feet like in like 3 or 4 different chapters.
That might have been the writer. That might not have been him.
Well, I think the writer was using Elminster as like his Mary Sue, because Elminster is this old wizard.
Right.
And at one point he meets like this sort of like ageless witch queen who is like a shapeshifter and all this stuff. And they like, she's there because she kind of wants to kill this girl that Elminster is protecting, and Elminster is like, no, you can't. And she like turns to a bird, flies away. And then she comes back later.
As one does.
Right. And then she comes back later, and it's something like, she's like, Elminster, you were right about that girl. I'm glad I let her live. And Elminster's like, yep. And then they just, and then she's like, I've been so lonely because I'm an ageless witch queen who, you know, looks like a 23-year-old woman, and you, old beardy man, I can't. And he's like, I know. And then they sleep together. And I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah, it's because he's powerful.
No, he's like an 80-year-old man.
But he's got wizard.
She can do better. No, if you're a shape-shifting ageless witch queen, you can do better.
You think that old ass wizard can't shapeshift into something younger?
He doesn't.
He could.
But he doesn't.
You don't know what happened there. They left that part out because it's too dirty. He polymorphed.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, this was a fun conversation. I'm going to be honest. I think we hit all of the gears. So, if you guys have any issues with Rachel's hot take on
Elminster.
on Elminster, then by all means, you can leave us a Freelance Heroism podcast at gmail.com. Go ahead and let us know how you feel about it, or you can message us on Facebook. We'll get it there too.
What if our first actual piece of hate mail is someone who's angry at me about Elminster?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I would not have guessed. Oh man, I'm excited. I'm so curious to see what's gonna happen now.
All right, let's go ahead and go to this.
Again, that Freelance Heroism podcast at gmail.com. Really wind up.
If you tell me how I'm wrong about Elminster, I just want you to know that you're actually wrong.
Oh my.
Just know that. Just know that you are actually wrong.
Little garlic, a little cumin.
All right, we're going to this week's episode, which is a Bard Company episode.
Yeah.
This is Bard Company episode 18. Wasn't blind, but now she sees.
I don't know where we got that from.
I don't know.
The episode title is so funny.
Well, I think at this point we agree that we will try and find out what information he's asking for in exchange for whatever gold and body parts he's willing to exchange.
Boy, that came out weird.
Yeah, I know. I regretted it the minute I said it.
We sever it and put it in a scroll case is what we're doing.
BUTTERYASSHOL.
I don't know about this.
Maybe that was going to stop.
Wait, have I told you about my research into butterology? It softens the fleshy parts and allows them to merge easier.
That's the name of the episode, folks. Butter your asshole.
There has to be a music joke, though, right? That's what we've been using.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Look.
Butter your asshole in your head.
What? No.
Too soon.
So why are you going to go see the Banshee?
Well, he wants to sing her a song,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a priestess. One of our, she's our sister. I think she's blind. I can't remember. She worships a big rock. She says. She says the idea is that we want to get a book. There's a book lost or something, and we have to find the book.
Oh.
So we ask her about the book, but family's trouble, so maybe we won't ask for that.
What type of book is it?
I don't know, ones with words, I think. I don't think that the olden days they had pop-up books. Could be a recipe book.
There's a picture book.
I can't fucking read. I don't know.
It's just the letter H from the Encyclopedia Britannica. She's missing it from her set.
Maybe it's Booker T from the Harlem Heat. Who knows?
Actually, that's a good question. Did she tell us what we were getting?
She did. In fact,
Yes,
in
it
the
was
last...
the spell book of Bogentle.
There we go.
Bojack.
I was going to say in the
Bojangles.
last 10 minutes of the last game, I reminded you guys of what she wanted.
That was
2
months ago.
Okay, I wrote down Bo Pengle spellbook.
Bojangle.
Bojangles. I think that would have been.
Yeah,
appropriate.
it's right next to jeweled silver calm, great axe, and hide armor.
A stealth check on that hide armor.
All right, so we were going to get a spell book. Okay. All right, so if we were just going to okay, well, so what? Are we thinking we're going to take the book by force, but after we ask her a question as to who the wizard is?
No, she says that we ask and then she'll know where the book is.
Oh, so we have to decide whether or not we want to ask for the book or ask for
The wizard.
Right.
Yeah,
Or we could ask
ham and
her
eggs over here.
neither, and we could just ask her, what do you think of this song? We could get some really positive feedback, probably.
Or we play the song. She likes it so much she grants us 2 questions.
Maybe.
Let's try that shit.
Hmm.
I worked on the goblins. Of course, we chained them up first, but still, it fucking worked.
Jake,
All of those
how do you feel
goblins
about
have
delivering
Stockholm
sexual
syndrome.
favors for extra question?
I have no problem with that.
All right, I think
Right.
we've got a plan.
We're a hornado just plucking our way across the landscape.
I do what I have to. And besides, it'd be like really brutal to like do a banshee. I could do a banshee.
It'd be
while
real
stabbing a
embarrassing
zombie.
if you had sex with a banshee and she didn't make any noise.
Oh wow! Wow!
That's a game ender. That's a game ender.
Oh wow!
Just retire it. Chop it off, throw it in the river.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah.
That's awesome.
Only in Lich Gate. Only in Lich Gate.
Okay,
Pretty
sorry.
brutal.
Oh, hold on.
Rachel had to stop the game. She got a text message from a guy asking if she needs a spot.
Like, how did you find me?
Cobra Venom finds everyone.
I literally just dialed random numbers until I found you.
That's what comes up on the caller ID.
Virian.
Yes.
So he's doing sort of like an investigation to see if you guys are like actually gonna ask the Banshee his question for him.
Uh-huh.
So he got a 14. So I don't know if you're like trying to hide, like if you're being deceptive about, oh yeah, we're totally gonna do the thing, no worries, we'll definitely be back.
No, I think we were legitimately discussing
Mhm.
what could we have our cake and eat it too, basically.
Right. Okay.
Um,
I got a 16
I'm not gonna-
deception to fool him.
Okay.
yeah,
I'll feed him a line of bullshit. Why not?
Well, he was checking Virian.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
I'm not really trying to deceive the guy.
Mhm.
I mean, Renasmir has kind of struck up a good relationship with them, and so and he did stop the attack. So I mean, I'm not really like out to screw the guy over, but at the same time, I'm like, I know what we were going to try and do. He's kind of thrown us a curveball here, and as long as
Right.
we can come up with a way to do both,
Mhm.
I'm willing to try that. So.
Okay.
I think I would just be frank with them and just
Okay.
tell them that, hey, we were going to ask for a different thing, but if we can find a way to squeeze your question in somehow, we'll certainly do so.
Okay. Thank you. There's plenty of interesting things around these ruins if you know where to look. So when you come back, maybe I'll have something else as well for payment. But I
Okay.
would really appreciate this information. It would save me a lot of research in the future.
Oh man, I hope we come back and he has a KFC $5 box.
$5 box. Go for the $20 bucket. There's 4 of us.
Well, I'm saying these are ruins. You know, it's not like they just left 20 pieces all over, and they're all going to be extra crispy at this point.
Actually, just a bunch of dead chickens running around too, or undead chickens, as the case may be.
Oh man, wouldn't that be a great restaurant if you could zombify chickens, walk them into their own fryer, and then make them walk out?
Oh.
Well, I was going to say, yeah, your dinner just walks straight to the table. All right. I barring any other plan or anything, I think that sounds like a valid way to go.
Okay. All right. So you guys head back out. Who's giving me the survival check?
Well, seeing that my survival is a +1, probably not me.
If I roll survival, we will literally be more lost than when I looked for where we were.
Yeah. I mean,
got
I'm like 1,850
All right.
years old. You'd think survival would be my bag, but apparently it's not.
Every time he uses survival, we find our way to a Shoney's parking lot. We just stand around talking to old people about WW2.
David, what'd you get?
I got a 12.
Okay. So you get a lost for a little while. We'll
I don't
say
admit that either.
no. I mean, you're the one doing the survivaling. So, you know what? You guys have to go, like circle around a couple times. It's, for pathing reasons.
What happens when we get led by barely grills?
That's fantastic.
I'm pretty proud of that one. Thank you.
But
Sometimes it's the little ones that you're most proud of. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But eventually, you do find your way through the hills to the sort of grasslands, finding the Tribor Trail, which if you follow to the southwest, it'll take you back to Phandalin. However, you guys are going northeast.
Rachel's plotting our course. She's just drawing a big spiral.
And the grasslands eventually change into forest. The forest grows dark and still as the trail winds deeper into the trees. Heavy vines and thick layers of moss drape the branches, and the air is noticeably colder than it was in the ruined village that you passed. Rounding a bend in the trail, you see a screen made from the warped branches of trees standing close together, woven into a dome-like shelter in the shadows. A low doorway leads inside.
This is Thunderdome. Welcome to Thunderdome.
Ah, shit.
Perception check to see if I see anything hanging around the outside.
It's a cleric, and Tina Turner's undead.
Oh, of course, now I got a natural 20. So it's a 23.
Nothing of note.
Nothing of note. Okay. I guess we're going to go up and, knock on the door, and it's Avon calling.
Hello, it is Renasmir, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
As a ranger with a natural explorer in the forest.
Uh-huh.
Do I pick up anything not right in the area?
It should not be this cold.
Well, yeah. Is that anything else besides the temp and the way the trees are getting darker?
The way that the trees have like sort of formed the shelter, it's obvious that someone sort of lashed them together or, did something to make them grow in this way. It would have taken a long time.
Maybe it's a crypt. Can I roll an Arcana to check to see if the cold is supernatural and means?
Sure.
Never mind.
Okay.
I rolled a 1. That is solid.
Mm-hmm.
People ask me sometimes, how can you have such a high intelligence and still be so stupid? And I would like to refer them to that roll.
Can I try?
Sure.
That 20.
Nice. That the cold is definitely supernatural in origin. Probably means that there's a banshee nearby, or that a banshee spends a lot of its time in this particular area.
I'll lean over to Raz.
Agatha. Oh, sorry. Should I?
Yeah,
It's like, no, it's Ferris.
you're up.
I think it's time for maybe Mel to start his serenade. Maybe see if
I'm gonna start playing the bass line. I play apparently both bass and lead guitar now. I can do that.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Well, you have like spider arms, so apparently you can.
Well, I just add 2 new strings to the bottom. My guitar
Oh, you
comes
don't-
with 8 strings.
You don't have like bass on one side of the guitar and then you flip it.
No, I'm
I thought
not
it was
cheap
like a-
trick.
like the double barrel guitar almost.
No, I'm not cheap trick.
Yeah.
But I will. But I'll just add 2, and then I'll use my hand when I'm holding down the frets. I'll use my pinky to hit the bass line. I'm a good ass guitar player.
Okay.
As he lays down the bass, I'll give him a beat behind it to
Okay.
give him some rhythm to it.
All right. Why don't you guys give me performance checks?
Everybody get inspiration around in
Yeah,
circle.
I was gonna do that. It's the inspiration circle
Yep.
jerk.
Hey now.
Dude, yeah, we should call it the inspiration circle work.
Oh, no.
The J is pronounced W.
But it identifies as L.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Wanted to make sure.
21.
Okay.
20.
Okay.
Oh wait, I didn't add my bonus.
Oh, that's true.
26. What the hell?
God.
Okay, thank God. Thank God for the inspiration. 2 and 4 is 6, 6. That's still a 12. It's not great.
He's too old. His fingers are frail and cannot play with our.
It's the cold. Yeah, it's the cold. It's making...
It's the cold.
It must be about to rain. My knees ache.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I got a 27 with the inspiration,
Okay.
and I have lyrics.
Oh.
Granted,
Okay.
I just did this in like 5 minutes, so
Your
It's not-
boobs are so round.
Misshrouded
we had-
love ephemeral.
Farther from the mic, please.
Okay, sorry. My
just read them. Don't
no, it ruins the whole effect if I just read them.
Okay.
Misshrouded love ephemeral, beauty ageless subliminal. Can't read what I wrote. Okay. Forever just beyond my reach, yet my heart still pursues. No, really, I wrote lyrics. I was very proud of myself. Okay, anyway, I won't beat a dead horse with that.
I can't read what I wrote. That was.
I don't know what I wrote. Wait a minute.
That should be
Wait.
added to
Take
the
that.
song.
Take that over.
Yeah.
Start over for the second verse. I couldn't read my writing.
All right. So as you guys are doing this, the air grows cold, or colder, and a powerful feeling of dread grips your hearts. A cold, pale light flickers in the air, rapidly taking on the form of a female elf, her hair and robes waving in a spectral wind. She might have been beautiful once, but a hateful expression now twists her features. Foolish mortals, she snarls, what do you want here? Do you not know it is death to seek me out?
You're very attractive.
Okay, but keep in mind she's an elf, so that means she's family.
Okay, so
No. She's a light-skinned elf. I am adopted. Again, my research on Pornhub has told me that is okay. Look, 22,000 upvotes can't be wrong. Okay.
All right.
I think we just broke the face palm count.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we've broken it now.
I can't even remember what I was going to say.
Are we up to 16 already? That's
Oh,
amazing.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think I think we might have missed some.
It's possible.
So, just so you guys know,
Yeah.
I need one person to talk to her. One person is making the persuasion check.
I'll do it. I have a high charisma. Plus, I'm not related to her, so I can use that angle.
Actually, I've got a high charisma and persuasion.
I'm at +4.
I have a +6.
Yeah.
Okay, well then you do it. But just remember, she has boobs, so be nice.
Oh yeah.
That's how we. Okay, go ahead.
All right, what are you saying, Jake?
All right. Well, we come seeking some knowledge.
Solid. Okay.
You need a spot?
She'll say, I don't have to help you.
Oh well, I understand that. That's why I came bearing a gift.
She waits.
I'm gonna sing the song for her.
Okay. Didn't you guys just do that? And I had you do performance?
Yeah, well, that's the gift. I'm finishing the rest of the song.
Okay.
Listen for your song of death, cry out with gasping breath. Seeking you, my heart's desire, eternal love do I aspire. Chill of the grave grips my soul, yearning for you to make me whole, and that's as far as I got. Within the 5 minutes I had to scribble that together.
You should
Probably should have did it before the game session,
You should
but
have left that in. That's as far as I got before I was overwhelmed by your beauty.
I could do that. All right, so all right, I just figured it'd be a little easier to understand if I was
Mhm.
not in character voice there.
Right.
So,
Okay.
Is she moved?
So-
by the music?
well, baubles and trinkets, I'm sure you've got plenty of those. But now you're immortalized further in song, and your beauty and your wisdom is carried on for more to see and adore. And that's pretty metal.
That was fucking sweet, bro. I'm tearing up over here.
Thanks, Naz. Appreciate your support.
Why am I always a bridesmaid and never a bride?
Your
You
time will come.
I comfort Renasmir.
Jake, you can give me a persuasion at disadvantage.
Ooh. You didn't like the song lyrics? My
Can we inspire?
No.
What?
I got an 18 with disadvantage.
Okay.
Well,
She does not look moved at all by your song. She looks more annoyed than anything else. And she says, "You may ask me one question and I will give you an answer."
Can we get 2 questions? Oh, wait, that's not the question. Never mind.
Naz,
Never
shut
mind.
up.
Okay, sorry.
I slap my hand over his mouth before he can get the rest of that sentence out.
Oh, that would have been too perfect.
All right. I'm going to
That was-
ask her.
That was super genuine, by the way. I literally was trying to negotiate and then thought, oh, God.
Yeah.
All right, would you be kind enough to tell us where to locate the spell book of Bogentle?
I traded that book to a necromancer named Serenath from the city of Ereabor more than 100 years ago.
The only thing that would have made it worse is if Eris had said, "What are you, some kind of idiot?" And then she would have answered that question, and we would have been screwed too.
Want a beer?
Yes.
A hand rise a beer?
Do you have to go now? Can you stay?
I'm leaving
What's in this dome?
my home.
Your dome is in a home? Your home is in a dome.
We come in? It's been a long travel.
No, this is my home. There's no door on it, but through the doorway, it's quite dark inside, but you guys all have dark vision, so you can see. Within it is sparsely furnished with chests, shelves, a table, a reclined couch. All of it is old and of elven craft.
You ever do duets?
She begins to disappear.
No, don't go. Why does all the women disappear?
I can't imagine why.
She wasn't the right one for you, Naz. It's okay.
She looked like the right one for me.
It's okay.
If anyone wants to try to figure out the Banshee's motives, you are free to give me a religion check. Figure out why she reacted the way she did.
I think her motives is
Dude.
just
Not 20. Swear to God.
Nice.
16.
I got a 19 total.
Okay.
How the fuck does Renasmir know so much about religion?
Let's the undead.
14.
Oh, yeah. Makes
Okay. So banshees are the remnants of elves who, blessed with great beauty, fail to use their gift to bring joy to the world. They become corrupted by this curse. Their minds and bodies decay. The vanity that inspired their curse persists in undeath. They covet beautiful objects, fine jewelry, paintings, statues, things of art. At the same time, they absolutely hate any sort of mirrored surface because they cannot stand the horror of their own existence. So a song talking about how she looks and sort of sharing with everyone, hey, this is how you look. I'm going to tell everyone how you look. Now it's memorialized.
Got
How
it.
you look is
Got
very
it.
upsetting to her.
We didn't understand the depths of her soul. That was our
Yes.
problem.
Got it.
Mm.
Well played. Well played.
God damn it.
Even though the song was trying to put a positive spin on the whole thing,
Yes.
she still took it the wrong way.
But the way that they are cursed, like they cannot get over
Yeah,
what has happened.
I got you. No, that was very well played. I commend you on that one. Very good.
But you guys do have information for the cleric now.
I know we can go kill the wizard and his stupid zombies.
No,
Well,
he's my
wait.
friend.
Hold on.
Well, then you can get all this information because you can just take it because he's dead. You can just carve that symbol off his forehead. It'll be really metal. It'll be the most brutal thing you've ever done.
Someone strapped the tits on that wizard.
Or might I counter with, we do have a name of a wizard.
Yeah,
Who's to say that this isn't one and the same?
could be.
I mean,
He doesn't know. He asked us.
he asked us. Yeah.
And to be honestly, an answer that we give him, he can incite us to get deception. We gave him the name of the wizard we got.
Unless he knows this wizard. And it's
So what? He's
different.
just being a dick and testing us? I
Well,
would
No.
hope
If he
not.
knows
Isn't it-
this wizard and it wasn't the same wizard.
Oh, so like if they were frat buddies back at Arizona State University in the Department of Necromancy? Okay.
Phoenix
Well,
University
well,
Online.
Small world.
The
They
city
do
that
rise
she,
from the grave.
the city that she mentioned, Varus, you have heard of it because one of their exports is beer. And the city is
Weird how those things work out.
the
Right.
city is not thousands of years old like the ruins. So
well, I know the town the necromancer's from. I mean, I pull out beers. Ha ha! Let's go there. Let's find this fucker. We'll stop by the brewery on the way. Fuck it, let's go. Fuck the clerk, let's go.
Varus just wants to go on a brewery tour.
Yeah.
Rolling a survival check to make my way to the brewery.
Can we play another song and see if we can get another question?
Should we all come back dressed in drag so she doesn't recognize it? Is that how we're going to play this? We're gonna reset the clock.
Oh my god, did I ever tell you how cool your fucking interests are? I love them.
Does anyone
How
got
do you
anything
feel about
pretty to
butter
give her?
baths?
Well, okay, so if those two things don't match,
I'm going to play my Natalie Imbruglia song.
Okay.
I really do think we should try again. This
We
time,
could always just try and give that red wizard like just whatever we found out.
but we didn't find out anything about what he wanted.
Well, we could find out that this Cernoff is the guy that has the information he's looking for.
No, the lady's looking for the book.
Yeah, I know that, but like this Cernoff guy was a necromancer in the town like 100 years ago. So we just throw that name out and like, yeah, this is the guy you got to go check with.
hmm,
And, how does he know?
string it along a little bit.
I think it's worth a shot doing that. And then if he doesn't bite, then we just kill him.
Jake, I don't like your plan. I don't. Your plan always is the same. It's let's kill him, and then you justify with us, and then we get there, and then you just try to kill him.
Well, I'm willing to try and like bullshit him first.
And then if he
if
doesn't
that
believe our
doesn't work,
lie,
we'll kill him.
if he doesn't
Yeah.
believe our lie, then we'll kill him
Kill
for
him.
not believing our lie.
Exactly.
Or we
Don't
could
do
just
this.
not. He doesn't have anything we want anyway, right?
I thought you wanted his zombies.
Right, but he's not. He's not going to teach me how to make him. He doesn't have his stuff to do it, so we can just skip out on him.
Oh, well, then the hell with him. Unless like we want the like fruit, like the froofy tent. That's an awful froofy tent for a necromancer too.
Well,
Like you'd think a necromancer would have something a little more like morbid, maybe some gothic or emo kind of look to it. No, he's got like something out of freaking like the Uber Fabu Barnum and Bailey catalog.
Barnum and Bailey has a catalog. That's awesome.
Apparently, I don't know.
I've been looking for an elephant chamois. I don't know. I say we go back to our blind sister.
She's not blind.
She's not. She can't see why kids like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Okay, so She's blind.
Okay.
Did we just think she was blind then?
Yes.
Oh,
If you can't see
Wait, I
that
thought she
this
was
is the
blind.
whole package,
No.
then you're
I
blind.
thought she was.
I'm
No.
pretty sure she was blind.
She's
She has no
not
eyeballs.
blind.
No, she's not blind.
Oh.
She has no eyes. She sees through hearing.
But she is deaf, dumb, and mute, so.
Who are we talking to?
She sure plays a mean pinball, though.
All right. What are you guys doing?
So the cleric back in town isn't blind.
No.
No.
I feel like she's blind.
She's not blind.
Where
We
the
can't
hell
prove
did that
she
come from?
sees.
That's what I'm trying to figure out because I was convinced that was fact.
Yeah, I was too.
No.
We
Okay.
gotta re-listen to all the episodes again.
Yeah, I guess so.
I listened to him last night. But I don't remember anyone saying that, but we just assume she's blind, I guess. But
Okay, here's an option.
I've
If we
been
go
keeping
back-
pretty good notes for
You
this.
guys all get back to town. You're like, oh my god, your sight has been restored.
It's a miracle.
Tell us about this.
Praise Elf Jesus.
tell us about the setup at Toast Crutch now.
It's the damnedest thing too. All she had to do was just do this, and she was healed. I have exorcised the demons.
Next thing you're going to tell us, you're not even related to us.
She's not related.
It's all been built on a web of lies.
I would
All
say
elves are related.
yes.
No.
So
Okay,
I gave her a ring for Rasmir for nothing. I was trying to help him out with the blind shit.
Did you think the only reason Nasmir would have a shot with her is because she's blind?
Hey, fuck you. Says the guy with the mullet.
Oh.
I'm in love with my beer, and my beer's in love with me. That's all that matters.
Oh God, that's
It was for meant to be.
We're hoppy together.
Oh. It's an ale of true love.
Oh, my
man.
god.
oh.
This,
Oh God, you guys gotta stop. I'm barely getting through this.
these are bad. All these are
I
bad.
can't take this any longer.
Bravo. Well
Okay.
done.
What are you guys doing for the
I-
third time?
Okay. This would be my thought. We go back to town. We give the information about the spell book to the cleric and ask while we're in town if anybody knows about the wizard here. And if we decide to come back this way, we can at least give the guy the information.
Sounds good.
Or we could kill him.
Or
Oh, Jake has been playing a serial killer in every game that we've had.
Hey, now. They're all highly motivated serial killers, thank you.
I mean that would be my recommendation. But I don't know if anybody else has got anything better. So
Sounds good to me.
We've got one vote for kill and one vote for
I vote for don't kill the guy I befriended.
Okay, Melifier always has one vote for kill, regardless of what we're voting for. He's going to cast one vote for kill.
kill.
Can we go to the brewery? That's my vote. I don't care
That
which way
is-
we get there.
Not nearby. That
We
is
could go completely off track and just ruin Rachel's. We could just go on a voyage.
You
got money for a boat?
It was easier to deal with like the 12-year-olds, wasn't it?
sometimes it is, yes.
It really was.
Just go find the nearest river and go fishing for the next 8 hours.
We could use our spider to make the lines.
There you go.
All right. Are you
I
guys
want
going back?
tensile strength.
Are you guys going back to Phandalin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
On the way back, do we have to pass back through that housing area, or do we just follow the path back around?
You can follow the path back around. You will go through the ruins of an old village, but not past where the necromancer was. That would be off the path.
I was looking back for the spider. That's a ways back.
Oh, and the one you got in Thunder Tree?
Yeah.
Thunder Tree is in a completely different area
I thought you guys had brought him back to.
I thought he was
Vandalin.
like
Yeah, we
Right.
left him at the
following
manor.
around.
Yeah, you left.
We put him in the
manor.
stables with Leslie, didn't we?
Okay. Yeah.
They're
that's
probably
fine.
making beautiful spider babies right now. How the hell are we supposed to
Dear
know?
God.
I cannot believe you'd my father.
Wow.
Turns out your father's your mother.
And you're your own grandpa.
Goddamn Back to the Future.
All right. So, you guys get back to Vandalin just as it's getting to early evening. You are all pretty tired. You've spent the last couple days sort of out in the wilderness doing these side quests. Sister Garrily is, we'll say she's doing her evening prayers at the
Well, for the
Uh,
blind.
shrine. And that's where you guys can find her.
I walk up and wave my hand in front of her eyes.
Oh,
Fuck, you can see.
yes.
Pop another beer. Shit, doesn't make
Are
sense. to
you
me.
are you all right?
Look at the beer. No.
We found some information
He
about the
hasn't
book.
been all right for years.
Oh, you did? You spoke with the banshee?
Yes.
Great. What did she say?
Ah!
She said it's death to seek her out. But
That's
apparently
fair.
your spellbook thing,
Mhm.
she traded it to some dude named Cernoff over 100 years ago.
Oh,
1,000 years ago, right?
100.
Oh, 100. Right.
Did she say anything else about this Serenade?
Yeah, it was in like
From the
Erebor,
city of beer.
City of
some beer city.
Okay. All right.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Pat,
Genuinely-
the fucking-
We would like to draft a ship.
Okay. I can definitely use this information. Thank you. Just a second. And she'll turn and she'll go into her house, which is right behind the shrine that she was praying at. And after a couple minutes, she'll come out with some bottles and she'll give you guys 3 potions of healing.
Woo!
And she will say, "Thank you so much. This helps me out a lot. I was not looking forward to explaining my failure to speak with her."
All right.
Happy to help.
Look at the potion bottles.
Make sure you come at our next concert. Buy t-shirts.
By the way, just out of curiosity, while we were out there, we came across this very old wizard's tower, and someone happened to be in the area that was doing research and wanted to know if we could find out who that wizard tower once belonged to.
I'm not aware of any wizard towers in this area.
All right.
Where is it at? I can take a look.
I just point in some general direction because I'm not really
Can
sure.
I backtrack my
Hey.
survival rolls to explain the way to the wizard tower?
Yes.
All right.
She's like, there's a much
I do
faster
that.
way.
As I look at the potion bottles and realize there's no alcohol in them, and I pass them to the others.
So just to give you an idea, David, the wizard's tower, it's at a location that cost called Old Owl Well. There was a well in that courtyard that you saw, but nobody did anything to investigate it. And it's sort of southeast of where the Banshee is. You're able to sort of help her explain like the general area of where that's at.
All right.
Does she know anything about that area? Not the wizard tower, but
She knows that area is hilly and full of orcs.
solid.
Not anymore. We buttered their asses.
Now the orc's full of holes. There's gonna be like some like storm giant wandering through the area, and he's gonna be like, "Oh my god, fucking appetizers!" And he's gonna like pick them up by the by the
spear's
twigs
like
in their butt. Mm.
the spear's like the
Shish kebab orcs.
These are delicious.
puts them in a martini. Stirs them around.
Oh, can I get 2 orcs, please?
No ice.
But she doesn't know anything about cost or the tower.
Does she know about Faye?
You ask her about they.
Mhm.
She gets a serious look on her face, and she says, "They're not from around here. They're very focused wizards. Not really people you want to mess around with.
They seemed friendly enough.
Are they here?
One of them is
Where?
by the Wizard Tower.
That's who you're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's interesting.
Why?
When you say interesting, I feel like we just got in trouble.
No.
Yeah, that's what Adria used to say when she said we got in trouble.
You give me an insight, David.
We're in fucking trouble. That is an 11 plus. Woo, doggy. 15.
Okay. You get the idea that she is going to pass this information on to someone.
We're in trouble or your friend's in trouble because she's going to tell on us.
Why are you going to tattle?
What?
It's the same thing every time Cousin Adria ran to the high elf council about us doing a bunch of shit, dude. That's the same look she had on her face. Tattletale.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Before Cousin Adria went off the water deep and shit.
We helped you, and now you're going to hurt our friend.
I'm not going to hurt your friend.
But tell someone is going to hurt our friend.
No, look, if there is a Wizard of Thay in the area, I'm sure that people would be interested in knowing about that.
Who you gonna tell?
The Ghostbusters.
It's not important. I mean, if he's not going to do any harm, then
why tell anyone?
It's fine. Because Wizards of Thay have a reputation.
Yeah.
In all fairness, churches have a reputation.
Amen to that.
Doesn't mean we don't.
Not drinking shit.
You're still allowed to set up in town, you know?
Look, if he's not causing any harm, then it's fine.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I don't think I like her as much as I used to.
Me neither.
Just like, I'm right here.
We know.
Yeah.
I want to go check on the spider.
Okay.
All right. Tell me if Leslie's pregnant.
Yeah, his back opens up and 1,000 little Leslies crawl out.
Oh no, it's
Well,
somehow more
shit.
horrifying than if it were spiders.
We're looking for Fade Leaf.
So
I'm
you
gonna go watch NASCAR.
NASCAR. So you had the spider stay in the ruined manor, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
With all the dead bodies. Good dead
Yes.
bodies.
Yes. Okay. It hasn't been that long since you guys killed those ruffians and then left their bodies there. So when you get there, the let's see here. Most of the ground floor of the manor, the majority of the rooms are collapsed and run down. So there are a few around where the entrance to the basement goes that are still somewhat intact, and these are the rooms that the spider's sort of been making its den. You can see
Hey.
like the beginnings of some webbings. It doesn't have everything like organized great.
Right, it's not feng shui yet.
Yeah,
It's still,
yeah,
still working out though. Yeah.
Things are still in boxes. It's just boxes of spider silk everywhere. And we'll say it's you can see like a couple of small like wrapped creatures, probably like rabbits or something like that it's caught.
Cool.
Nothing like human sized.
Okay, I'm gonna walk in with my hands out. Hey.
It's cool. Everything's cool. It kind of moves like up the wall a little bit and then sort of waits there watching you.
Shalom.
It stays where it's at, but you see it sort of relax a little bit. And it's not attacking you, so that's a good sign.
I'm going to sit and I'm going to start playing guitar.
Give me a performance check.
Hell yeah. 23.
Okay. What kind of music are you playing?
I'm going to play a guitar solo that starts off kind of gentle and then kind of has those spidery noises like you hear in the movie. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
Something with 8 legs could dance to.
Right. Okay.
Right.
It seems to be enjoying it. It doesn't seem stressed out from the noise or anything like that, and it continues to you see it sort of adjust its position so it becomes more comfortable. It's sort of moves on top of some cabinets that are still up against the walls, and it kind of settles down.
I love the spider. The spider is my dude. I know it's not my dad, but it's a dude.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not your dad?
I'm pretty sure. The spider has 8 eyes. It knows why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It can totally see why kids love Cinnamon. So I'm just going to be chilling and waiting for everyone else to come up with an idea
Okay.
for what to do next.
Okay. Varys, what are you doing?
Well, I was watching NASCAR.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the bar, just
It's a magical portal. Just
damn straight.
Is Leslie dead? Or is he
Left
arrested?
fucking
What
turn,
happened to him?
asshole! Left turn!
I believe the last you guys heard of Leslie, he went on a Fade Leaf binge and then tried to purchase more Fade Leaf from what turned out to be a guard.
Got arrested.
He got arrested and has been essentially he's being sent back to Neverwinter for court-ordered
Sobriety training?
yes.
Nice.
Fade hit. Hi, I'm Leslie, and I like Fade Leaf. Hi,
Go ahead,
Leslie.
sorry about that.
It's all right.
Think about what to do next. What other quests do we have right now?
We have
Well,
to turn in the orc thing, right?
yeah, you have to turn in the orc thing. Let them know that you dealt with those guys.
Well, I'll let
Old
Varen do
Professor
that.
Buttersworth wants to know.
I'll let Varen do that shit. He's better with money than those folks. I'll just probably fuck it up and buy more beer.
Oh.
Other than that, you are still looking for your dwarven friend.
Ah, fuck. We got a dwarf somewhere.
You, from your last, I believe when you were in the Manor Ruins, the Red Brand Ruffian hideout, you guys did find a note from someone who signed it.
Spider.
But yes, with a black spider for their signature.
Is daddy.
And they had ordered someone named Lord Albrecht to bring them the dwarf and any maps in their possession.
Okay.
So then when we turn in the quest with the orcs, then we should ask him about Albrecht. Get some more information. I hate not being smart enough to do the investigation shit.
Understood.
Hey, can you have me get struck by lightning so that I could just frazzle out for a minute and be like, okay, first thing we need to do is profile.
Virian, what are you doing?
I guess we were going to go turn in the orc thing, right?
Okay. You are by yourself.
I'm going with you.
Oh.
I want to go.
Okay. Renazmir suddenly remembers that he has a quest to turn in.
I just want to check on my spider.
Okay, yeah. No, your spider's doing good. He looks like he's sort of making his home here.
All right. So we're going to Mayor Butterball?
Yes.
All right. I guess we'll make our way to Town Hall.
Okay. It is at the end of the day, so some of the shops are closing
Let
up.
me guess. Town Hall's closed too.
No, we'll say they're it looks like they're just getting ready to close up, but you can
Okay. I'll definitely shove my foot in the door before they can close it and lock it on me.
They're melting the margarine, prepping for another day.
They go to close the door, you shove your foot in. There's this weird crunching noise as it
That's nothing
breaks
new.
your elderly bones.
Let me
up.
guess. Town hall's closed too.
No, we'll say they're. It looks like they're just getting ready to close up, but you can.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll definitely shove my
all-
foot in the door before they can close it and lock it on me.
They're melting the margarine, prepping for another day.
They go to close the door. You shove your foot in. There's like this weird crunching noise as it like.
That's nothing
Breaks
new.
your elderly bones. Our cast includes me, Dees Cassius, as Renazmir on lead guitar, David Walker as Varys on drums, Jake Sipple as Mellifluor with lead vocals, and Nathan Lett as Virian Herpator, Lich Gate's executive talent agent. And let's not forget, last but not least, our suffering DM, Rachel Moore.
Questions or comments? Send an email to freelanceheroismpodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you next week. Until then, the invoice is in the mail.
What's an invoice? That's the voice you use inside. For indoor concerts.
As opposed to your out voice.
I use my out voice all the time. And before we get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there, in particular, the people who donate. Wait, not everyone. We just want to thank the patrons.
We want to thank everyone. That's what this whole episode is.
All right, let me try that again.